Hey guys, I wanted to give you a quick video to show you how to set up a great free online application called MyFitnessPal. This is something that we will be using every day during the challenge group, and it is one of your requirements to be able to participate in the challenge group, and that is to track your food. And the reason we do that is there is an old quote that says, if you're not winning, you're not tracking. Everything that goes in your mouth needs to be tracked. Just like if you wanted to control your budget, you would track your expenses. If you wanted to, keep an inventory for your business to know what was selling and what wasn't, you would track it. The same is true with your body. You've got to keep track of what you're eating in order to find out where those differences in your diet can really show up in results. And since we talked about yesterday, 80% of this success is nutrition, it really is worth the time to track your food so you know exactly what you're eating and exactly what nutrients your body is getting so that you can optimize your weight loss and your muscle growth. So what we're going to use is MyFitnessPal. Gone away are the days of a notepad and paper writing down everything that you ate and then guessing what the nutrient content is or what the calories are. We now have MyFitnessPal, so please use it. There's a couple ways you can use it. You can use it on a desktop, going to www.myfitnesspal.com, and you'll need to create an account if you don't already have one. The way that I use MyFitnessPal for myself is I use their mobile app. And you can go under apps here at the top bar here, and it will pull up a list of available mobile apps. And they have it for just about everything from iPads to Androids to smartphones to everything. And it really is the easier way to do that and to use it. So first of all, I want to get you guys logged in, and you'll do that by either creating a new account or logging in with your existing account. If you don't have an existing account, you can go ahead and create one, and it's really easy to set that up and to do that. You just need an email address and a password, or even just your Facebook account. You can link that with your Facebook if you're comfortable doing that, and it will get you set right up. So I'm going to go ahead and log in with Facebook, and it just takes a second for it to do that. Okay, and what I want to go over today is I want to show you just a few of the features that you can customize. First and foremost, as you know, this is a tracking device, and so you are going to be tracking the food that you eat every day. And I'm just going to let you look at that really quickly. It's really easy to just add in what ingredients you're eating, what meals you're eating. There's 100 ways to use this, so take a little bit of time and explore it. First and foremost, you'll see what your different meals are. So this is an example of my breakfast that I eat every day. And this does look a little bit different on the mobile device, so you will see a different screen on there, but this is pretty much the gist of it. So I've added in my Shakeology that I drink every morning, along with my PB2 powdered peanut butter, and then I have some old-fashioned oatmeal with some sugar-free maple syrup. And this is my go-to breakfast every single morning. And I actually have this saved under my meals, and I've typed in like my normal breakfast so that every day I don't have to keep adding all these individual foods. I can just click under my meals, and I'll show you that real quickly, where it says my meals up here, and it'll pull up my normal breakfast, and I'll be able to, well, I think I put, here you go, shaken oatmeal. That's what I called it. And I'd be able to click on that, and it would automatically fill in those fields for all those individual ingredients. Okay, so on that side note, back to our food diary. So you can just plug in those ingredients, and then as you eat a new food, you just press add food, and it has a huge database. I mean, innumerable database. But for some reason, if you're not able to find it, it does allow you to enter in your own ingredients. Chunk light tuna. We'll do that and press search. And this is just going to give you kind of an idea. It saves your most frequently used foods. It really does keep track of everything you've recently used, so it's quick and easy. So if you eat a consistent diet on an ongoing basis, it'll pull those results up first, so you don't have to search for it every single time. So chunk light tuna, you can see it right over here. I ate 1 can, so that's 1 container, and I ate that, and you can see I'm dropping it down here to my different meals. and that was my 12 o'clock lunch. Add that in right there. And then that will populate that field under my lunch, and I have it right in there. So play with that a little bit, and you can see that it's been added in there, and I've actually added it twice because I had to redo this video once. But the other thing I want to show you is you can customize your settings, and this is where your target calories come into play, our number we got from yesterday. So what you'll need to do is go to My Home, and then go under Goals, and this is where you will get to change your goals. So you can see that mine is already set up, but if you needed to change, I think 2,000 calories is the default. You can press Change Goals. Now you don't want to do the guided, you want to do the custom, so switch that. And then you can plug in here what your target calories are. So mine yesterday was 1661, so I plugged that in right there. And then I also want to talk a little bit about your ratios. This is really important. It's not the end all be all. Obviously your calorie number is going to be more important than the breakdown of nutrients, but it does help you staying fuller longer and also losing more body fat versus just weight. So a good ratio is a 40-40-20, and that's 40% carbs, 40% protein, 20% fat. That's really good for consistent, steady weight loss. If you're in a plateau and you just can't break through, or if you're trying to lose that last 10 pounds, you can go to something that's called a fat shredder ratio, and that is 30% carbs, 50% protein, and 20% fat. Now that's a pretty high ratio of protein. That's not something you would want to maintain on a long-term basis, but if you want to do that for several months until you break through your plateau, that's perfectly fine to do that. That's not something I would recommend on an ongoing, consistent basis, but it is a tool you can use to really jumpstart your results. The other is the reverse of that, which is a 50% carb, 30% protein, and 20% fat. That gives you a little bit more carbs, a little bit more energy, and that's if you are training more for endurance, if you're doing marathon training. A lot of people who do the Insanity program, it's really a lot of high intensity interval training, they use that ratio just to help fuel their bodies to get them through their workouts. So that's also another good option. For most of us, we will do the 40-40-20. That seems to be the one that works the best for most people. You can also go in here and customize any other nutrients that you might be concerned about, like your sodium or your sugar levels. I just tend to leave those all at default, but you can customize those if you have certain values you want to hit. And then the other thing I want to talk just briefly about is your fitness goals. And you notice in here I have my average weekly burn with my 6 workouts averaging about 60 minutes per workout. But I really want to stress the importance of this. So many clients I have seen will use MyFitnessPal for also tracking your exercise, which is something that you can do, but I don't recommend you do that. And here's the reason why. MyFitnessPal is set up in such a way that when you track your exercise, it interprets that as you earning those calories back in. And when we set up our target calories from yesterday, we factored in an average daily calorie burn of 400 calories. So you've already factored in that you're earning those calories from your workout. And so if you go into MyFitnessPal and let's say you have 300 calories left to eat for the day, and then you do an afternoon workout and you burn 400 calories, and you put that into MyFitnessPal, it will now say, oh great, congratulations, now you have burned 400 calories and you've earned that extra 400 calories. So now you have 700 calories that you have left to eat for today. And that's inaccurate. You've already added that into your target calorie for the day. So what you're essentially doing is you're eating back in your exercise calories. So you're completely undermining the calories that you burn during your workout and that additional weight loss that it gives you. So don't do that. Don't track your exercise calories through MyFitnessPal. Or if you do choose to do it that way, just know that when it adds those calories back in, those are not real calories that you can eat. You need to just ignore those as if they weren't added back in. Okay, so that's one good way to do it. You can also go into the settings under here, and you're able to customize what your different meal names are. It's under diary settings right here. And you can track, these are the different nutrients you can track. You can switch any of these up to track any certain nutrients. These are the ones that I find are the most helpful, the ones that I use. And then you can also put in the different meal names. I have done it this way just to remind myself when I need to eat my meals and my snacks. You can put anything you'd like in there. I try to hit 5 small meals a day. That just helps me stay fueled and stay, stay going and without my blood sugar dropping too low. And then lastly, notice this web address right here. This is where your diary can be viewed at. I need every one of you to copy this link down and paste it in the comments of this assignment so that I have access to your diary and I can see and add you as a friend so that I can see your food diary each day. I'm not here to criticize people. I'm not here to nitpick you. I'm only here to offer you help and support if you need me to help you dial in your diet a little bit better. That is the whole purpose of this. I'm not to be big brother and spy on you and make you feel guilty for, eating something you shouldn't. We all do that. So don't think that by any means I'm perfect and I'm here to criticize your food diary. That is not the point of this. The point is that if you're having trouble and you're not seeing the results that you want, I know that fitness or that nutrition is going to be where we get the most improvement, where we can make shifts and tweaks to get you the results that you want. But I can only focus in on that if I know what you've been eating. So that's the reason for that. And you'll want to make sure if you do share your diary, which I require in my group, you'll need to make it friends only. And I will add you as a friend so that I can see your food diary. Or if you don't want any of your friends on MyFitnessPal seeing your food diary, you can list it as private, but then make sure you share with me your link so that I'm able to view your diary. So I hope that's clear. I know it's pretty fast going through this, but the biggest thing is to know that this is a great program to use. And I will post a screenshot later of what it looks like on the mobile device, because the pie chart that it uses every time you log into your mobile device shows you at a glance exactly how many carbs, how much protein, and how much fat you're at with any given meal during the day. So you know by the end of the day if you're hitting your ratios or not, and that's really important. It doesn't have it on the desktop version, but it is on the mobile app. So I'll send a screenshot of that so you guys can see what that looks like. But just play around with this, kind of get familiar with it. There's a community, there's message boards, there's a whole bunch of things you can do with this, but just know that the most important thing is that we start tracking our food. And that doesn't mean I want every little tidbit, spices, things that have 0 calories like mustard and teas and things like that, coffee. You don't have to necessarily put that. If it's, the sweet teas and the sugared coffees and the mixed drinks and stuff like that, yes, anything that has a calorie value needs to go in there. But if you know that there's no calories in it or it's less than 5 calories, you don't need to list it. But everything else that goes in your mouth needs to be tracked. So message me with any questions and let's go get it. This is the #1 tool for reaching success. So please, please, please make sure you use it and use it every day. It's one of the commitments of this group, and it really is one of the best ones to help you stay on track and start losing weight and seeing results. Thanks so much for watching, and send me any questions you have, and let's go get it. Thanks, guys.